Hello and welcome to the Tigre.pup channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to cut and style curtain bangs. If this interests you, then please keep watching. Okay, I'm going to start off this look by parting the hair down the middle as best as I can. And I'm going to use the slope of the head in order to find out where I want the bangs to begin. As you can see, it's right here that I want the starting of the bangs. I'm going to start sectioning the head off until the two little wells that's on the side of the head where the eyebrow arches. I'm trying to show you right here. Go straight up, and I'm going to connect the dots between that point with my left hand with that area in where my right finger was. So I'm just going to carve out that little section right there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and that's going to be where my bangs are going to be located. Okay, so now that I've determined where I want the bangs to begin, I'm going to determine how short I want them. So I was going to use the brows as an actual guideline. So right here, I'm just using the length of where I just pointed to before and cutting the hair at a diagonal. But I noticed that I've twisted my finger in order to curl the hair in the direction I wanted to rest at the very end of the style, which creates the curtain bangs. Right now I'm just showing you I worked on the other side in order to get a guideline, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm curling my fingers or curling the hair in the direction I want the hair to eventually curl into once everything is done. So I was just checking to see if that was even on both sides, and I'm going to work until that is complete. Right here I'm just showing you exactly what I was doing. I was curling my fingers in order to get that that angle that I wanted in order to make that curtain bang look. Okay, so now that I made it my way to the top, I'm adding layers to the bang so it's not as bulky. And now I'm going to go ahead on and carve out the front area where you can see here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to curl my fingers, curl the hair with my fingers in order to get the hair to at the very end to curl backwards like that in order to get that that curtain bang look. So that's what I'm doing here. As you can see here, I'm just curling my fingers and winging the hair back. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you I'm adding even more layers. I'm working my way up the hair in this particular section, and using the same angling by twisting the hair with my fingertips in order to wing it or curl it back. And I'm just working my way from the top to the bottom, and making sure I don't cut too deep into the hair, but I'm going to work my way from the front to the back in order to get that hair to curl backwards. Okay, right here I'm just taking the remaining hair, because it's a little bit longer than the bangs, and I'm bridging the gap between the length of the back or the top to the back area, and adding layers throughout the entire hair in order to get a nice style going here that's not disconnected, but it actually blends in together. Okay, so up next I'm going to show you what I'm going to do on the sides, back, and the very nape. So we're just going to take a look at that right here. I'm rounding my corners to make sure everything is nice and blended, and there's not any disconnection or any weird or spots that look weird or anything like that. So that's what you see me working here. I'm just cutting those ends, giving her basically a trim and throughout her hair, because I did lighten her hair or bleach it. And we want her hair to look very nice and good, so that we have a nice finished style. Okay, up next I'm going to determine where the nape is. I'm going to use the head shape to determine where that is by the sloping of the head where it gets narrow. And I'm going to section that portion off. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, at the section where I portioned off where the hair begins to narrow at the very back of the head, I'm going to go ahead and graduate this hair and work my way on either side and make sure everything is nice and blended. Okay, now that I've finished the nape, I'm going to make sure everything is nice and even on either side, and I'm going to work my way up to make sure everything is blended. Okay, now that I've finished the haircut, I'm going to go throughout and I'm going to make sure that the ends are nice and tapered. So I'm going to point cut the ends. Okay, right now it's time to blow dry the hair, and I'm going to use my round brush to try to pull the hair forward because I'm trying to get that curtain bang look. And I'm going to do it in the same direction that I cut the hair. As you can see, I'm winging the hair back and trying to keep it flat along the top because that's basically what the particular haircut requires, or that's what makes this particular haircut. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm just winging the hair down and then back. As you can see here, I've got me a nice little wing right there. I'm going to work my way throughout the entire head until I'm finished. Okay, here is the completed look. I hope you learned something new and possibly can use it in your future haircuts. This particular haircut reminds me of the lady off of Dynasty named Carrington. She has the ultimate curtain bangs here. Crystalline, I believe that was her name. In modern pictures here, I'm going to show you in a second. It's the same haircut. It's just probably not as winged or hairsprayed as back. And it kind of reminds me of Farrah off of Charlie's Angels. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.